Documentary TV, producing the best breed documentaries on YouTube.
Hi, I'm Teresa West. I've been a breeder of Chihuahuas, AKC Chihuahuas, since 1997. I think they're like me. I breed the kind of dogs that I like, they're the same kind of person that I am, friendly and outgoing and love people. Well, I can understand the enjoyment of a large dog. I have had a lot of men especially come to me and say, I don't want a little rat dog, but their wife maybe gets the little rat dog, and then later I get pictures of the husband watching football with the little rat dog curled up on his neck and curled up on his chest. They are really convenient. If you're traveling, it's nice to have a little dog that you can just take everywhere with you. My daughter lived alone for a while in a neighborhood that I didn't really approve of, and I said, you should at least have a little Chihuahua with you because they'll make noise. Right? They're your little alarm. And also let you know, but I remember one night feeling anxious, and then I thought, the dogs are not barking, why am I anxious? They'll alert you to things that are going on and give you a heads up. I think that dogs are the same, no matter what their size, and all have different personalities. I've never had one Chihuahua in 27 years that was exactly like the other one. And that really, it's just that you have a dog that's in a small, compact size that you can take anywhere. A lot of people make excuses for Chihuahuas. Oh, that's just the way Chihuahuas are. They're just little yappy animals. But really, it has a lot more to do with the trainer more than the trainee, that you can train little dogs to behave just as well as you can a large dog. So we start socializing puppies from the time they're little, and that's really important. You can take a Chihuahua that is socialized well as a puppy and put it in an environment that's not conducive to good behavior, and they can learn bad habits. So it really is, before you have a dog of any breed, you need to understand how to train a dog in general. And I would just say the biggest thing I would tell Chihuahua owners is not to make excuses for their little dogs to be misbehaving. I've watched other dog training programs, and what I notice is that the little dogs get away with things that they shouldn't get away with just because they're little. Or people just assume things about the breed, like Chihuahuas are yappy, but they're not yappy if you tell them not to be yappy. I mean, you see how quiet mine are. We have 5 Chihuahuas sitting here with us, and they're behaving well. I've had a lot of dogs that would make wonderful therapy dogs with no professional training, just that it's, I think, a well-bred dog too, because if you breed for good temperament, then you're going to produce well-tempered dogs. I breed dogs that I like, and I like friendly dogs. So if I had a dog that was unfriendly, I wouldn't breed it. I would place it in a home somewhere where it was more isolated from a lot of crowds, I guess, But my dogs are socialized from the time they're little. They are meeting people all the time. Yeah, mine are good with kids because they've been around kids. If you have them and they're not around children, they may have a problem with it, because they're not used. Children are different. But for the most part, as long as they're well socialized, it's not a problem. I know I went to an AKC meeting one time, and one of the older breeders told me, do not breed according to what you see in the ring, breed according to what the standards are. And I can show you on our puppies that we have right now, one, her ears are up. And the other one, his ears are broken down right now. We're going to give them support and try to get them up. But one of the standards for Chihuahuas is broken down ears, that if you take a dog into the show ring and its ears are broken down, they won't even let you show the dog. They will immediately have you exit the ring, and you can't show your dog if its ears are broken down. So that's one of the main standards I know of with AKC, where they have to have their ears erect. It's written in the standard. And strip level top lines And a good tail set is like this. Back legs not being too stifled. They need to have angulation in the back, and they need to have nice straight front legs. There's a one called Easty Westy where their feet point out right and left. We don't want that. We want to see their feet nice and straight. So that's the basics. Cannot be over 6 pounds, and I think that they prefer them to be 4 to 6 pounds. Yeah, anything too small is not really looked upon as being healthy. So having a nice sturdy body, athletic build, as you can see. The things that I've heard about, which we haven't had issues with, is luxating patellas, which is the kneecap slipping, roach back, where their back is arched up like that. That's not a good thing. I'm trying to think. We had a list. I know the luxating patella is the one that came to mind. Oh, hydrocephalus. We've had 1 or 2 in 27 years with hydrocephalus because they have a very domey head. Sometimes their head's too big, and those puppies don't typically survive. We have seen a couple of cleft palates, but that usually can be corrected through diet. So if your female is pregnant, you need to make sure that she's on puppy food because it has plenty of folic acid in it, which helps the baby develop in those early growing stages. So if we make sure they have that, then we don't get the cleft palates. They really like Royal Canin. And there is a special Chihuahua Royal Canin. All of ours are on puppy food because they're all breeding dogs. And that has all the extra nutrients in it. But if I put any other food out for them, they'll eat all the Royal Canin. And I always say, is that because it tastes like ice cream or because it's really good for them? Do dogs know the difference? Because if you put candy and ice cream out for kids or regular healthy food, what are they going to eat first? But I think animals instinctually will eat what they know is good for them. They have that better instinct than we do as humans. I think one of the biggest problems that Chihuahuas have is that they have such a small bite, and they don't have the jaw strength to break plaque off their teeth. So with every client that leaves, I send a little baby toothbrush and recommend they brush their teeth every day, because the first day the plaque is on their teeth, it's like butter, but after that, it turns hard to like a shell, honestly. There, that is it. So, and I keep dental instruments handy, and we do regular teeth cleaning on our dogs in order to save the trip to the vet. Yeah, Chihuahuas are great in multi-pet home. If you have large dogs or little ones or cats, it's just a thing of socializing them properly. I've had elderly people come. I've had people with children come. I've had men who are alone and want to have a little companion with them. So, singles, everybody really could have a Chihuahua. Can't think of anybody, unless you had a bunch of crazy kids and that are too rough. That would be the only thing I wouldn't recommend, Thanks for taking an interest in the Chihuahua breed. We've learned to love them. We love all dogs, but we especially enjoy the Chihuahua breed. My website is teresachihuahuas.com, and yeah, you can contact me if you're looking for a new member of your family.